Hi and welcome to this latest video in a series explaining the law of attraction from eternalliberty.com. My name is Dan and I want to help you live the life that you desire. You are attractive. To bring something into the physical world requires focusing not on what we see, but on what we want to see. Pam Grant. You are not just attractive, you are very, very attractive. What we think about and focus upon manifests in our lives. We attract it. In Chapter 1, we saw that one of the simplest ways to start using the law of attraction for a happier life is to choose to be happy every day. If, however, you continue with unhappy, sad thoughts or thoughts of scarcity, you will attract unhappiness, sadness, and scarcity into your life. The law of attraction is simply a law of physics. Then we explored in Chapter 2 how the human mind works. The conscious mind is where all your decisions are made like the captain of a ship. Your subconscious mind maintains all your bodily functions and keeps your life heading in the same direction, just like an autopilot. Choosing happiness, therefore, is one way of instructing your autopilot that you want to attract happiness into your life. Many of you will already know something about the law of attraction from the book or movie, The Secret. There is so much talk about the law of attraction these days, which is why I chose not to open this book with a chapter on the law of attraction, as many of you will need no introduction. Yet few people really seem to understand how the law works, let alone how to apply it successfully to achieve fantastic results. In this chapter, therefore, I offer you an alternative explanation of how the law of attraction works. Your success in manifesting your wishes and dreams depends very much on your understanding of both the law of attraction and how your mind works. With your conscious mind, you decide what you want in your life. Yet unless you can convince your subconscious mind to change direction, your autopilot will not receive these new instructions. To use the law of attraction successfully requires quite literally a change of thinking, and therefore a change of mind. The mind is inextricably involved in some way, shape or form, because this is where your thoughts are formed. So now let me reintroduce the law of attraction to you. There is one simple definition we will use to understand and learn how to apply the law of attraction. Like attracts like. This is the only definition you need. Like attracts like. I could end this chapter here and now because it is that simple. I will dwell on it a bit longer, as unfortunately there is a lot of writing and theory out there that seems to overcomplicate the law of attraction, which inevitably leads to confusion or incorrect ideas. You may have read of the 8 laws of wealth, or the 10 laws of happiness, or the 333 laws of blah blah blah. Nope. There is only one law of attraction. There seems to be as many incorrect explanations out in the popular media on the law of attraction as there are correct ones. Many of these explanations in the right context are beneficial, yet with the wrong application, they can also do a lot of harm. Fortunately, there is plenty of really good teaching out there to draw upon, and I will explain what has worked for me. We will keep the understanding of the law of attraction simple, because it is how the mind is involved that makes it more interesting, shall we say. Fortunately, there are some shortcuts too. Just like the law of gravity is very simple, so is the law of attraction. And just like the law of gravity, the law of attraction is always working, and you are always using it, either consciously or subconsciously, even if you do not yet know it. Comparisons with gravity is an excellent way to understand the law of attraction. You have learned to work with gravity by learning to walk or run. Or more importantly, in terms of your understanding, your subconscious mind has learned programs that it processes repeatedly so that you can walk or run almost without any effort in thinking or conscious know-how at all. Similarly, your mind has learned programs to work with the law of attraction, and again in many ways without conscious know-how on your part at all. Key to understanding the law of attraction is understanding your thoughts. Whenever you have a thought in your mind, your brain creates a biological response causing a vibrational signal to be emitted by your brain. Because of the law of attraction, you attract a like-for-like response back from the universe. Put simply, when you think, you emit vibrations. If you send out love, you will receive love. If you send out hate, you will receive hate. If you cheat, you will be cheated upon. If you lie, you will be lied to. If you give away money, you will receive money. Whenever you have thoughts, you emit vibrations, for better or worse. When you think, you are in effect asking the universe for something equal to the content of your thoughts. Even if the duration of your thought is only short, you are creating a future for yourself based on your thoughts, because the universe has to respond by the law of attraction. It is the law. All your thoughts attract people, events and circumstances into your life depending on the content of each thought and level of emotion you attach to them. The thought is the characterization of the vibration, and the emotion is its power. The stronger your emotional feeling about something you are thinking, the more powerful is its vibration. Scientists tell us that the universe is made of nothing but waves and particles of energy that travel and interact as vibrations. Light is a vibration. Sound is a vibration. And this is what your thoughts are also. Every thought sends out a vibration that interacts and influences the universe. These vibrations meet other vibrations and interact to create new vibrations. Put enough vibrational energy together and it clumps into what we call matter. Therefore, you will hear the phrase, thoughts become things. We are vibrational beings. That is, we vibrate and we emit vibrations. You are, even in your physical embodiment of flesh, blood, bones and nerves, a vibrational being at a subatomic level. And everything you sense in your outer physical world is vibrational. We vibrate that which we are. What we are is what we think, and we think about what we believe. The universe responds to vibrations you emit according to the law of attraction. Our thoughts draw other like vibrations from the universe that match. In other words, the universe responds back to your thoughts with like for like vibrations. Have you ever had a coincidence when you see something you like one day that you have not seen for years, like a favourite car, or you hear a favourite song? Then the next day the very same thing occurs again and even again. The coincidences we see in our lives are just vibrational energy and the universe at work in compliance with the law of attraction. Most of the time, we employ thoughts and vibrational energy inadvertently, totally oblivious to the fact what we think, say or do makes a difference. Consequently, we activate this limitless power in an unconscious way that makes no use of our ability to create anything consciously. It is only through your physical inner body's ability to translate vibrations that you can feel your way in your outer world. Your eyes translate optical vibrations received into images to see the outer world, and your ears translate audible vibrations into sounds to hear that outer world. Even your nose, tongue, and fingertips are receiving vibrations in the form of sensory information that enables you to feel your way in the outer world by smells, tastes, and touches. So our mind receives vibrations from the universe via the 5 human senses, and our minds cause vibrations to be emitted out into the universe according to our thoughts. To change your life, change the way you think. This is the simplest explanation of how to use the law of attraction. An example of this we saw in Chapter 1, that choosing happiness is the main goal of everybody. Thoughts shape reality. Have a look around you. Your thoughts created everything you experience. Everything you see, feel, touch, taste, and smell. You created it. Yes, everything. Well, you might argue that I did not create this, or I did not create that. Well, actually, you did. Your thoughts did. Interrogate your recent thoughts, and you will eventually realize, oh yes, I did. Thoughts can be changed easily. You can change your thoughts to be those of success, of abundance, happiness, beauty, strength, hope, and love. As you think more positive thoughts, they will attract more positive, productive thoughts. We begin to resonate with the things we desire in our lives. We take positive, fruitful action that feels effortless in comparison to the hard and tiring work doing the things we do not desire. You can change your emotions too. You can change your thoughts from being negative and unhappy and choose to be happy or even exhilarated. You can imagine being happy and exhilarated even if you do not feel like it. We attract people who can and are willing to open up doors for us that help us advance towards our goals. People will teach us what we need to know to achieve our dreams. People will appear with the resources we need to build something or help us fulfill our wishes. The things you think about are manifested into reality. Your thoughts shape your reality by the law of attraction. Whenever you use your imagination, you are planning a future event, for better or worse. If you are worrying about being made redundant, then you are planning it. If you worry deeply enough, then the universe will line up people, events, and circumstances to ensure your plan is fulfilled. Let us be positive, however. If you desire to be married, then use your imagination to feel the love and tremendous joy of a wedding ring on your finger. The universe will line up people, events, and circumstances to ensure your plan is fulfilled. When you understand and use the law of attraction to your advantage, you will never be surprised by what you can manifest in your life. Once you become consciously at one with the law of attraction and understand why the universe responds in the way that it does, then all mystery, confusion, and doubt will be replaced by knowledge, confidence, and certainty. By paying attention to your thoughts and the emotions you feel, you can fulfill your wishes and have everything you desire. And the best way to manage your thoughts and emotions is through controlled use of your imagination. Your imagination is extremely powerful in manifesting your desires through your thoughts and your emotions, as we will examine in more detail later. You and your thoughts hold the key to manifesting your every desire. So, based on the simple principle that like attracts like, this is what to do. To manifest whatever you want, you imagine with desire that you already have it, and by the law of attraction, the universe will give it to you. Sounds simple? It is. You really can be, do, or have anything you desire. There are, however, several reasons why it seems to be much more difficult to manage in practice, and this is all due to how you manage your autopilot, as we shall see in later chapters. The remainder of this book is almost exclusively on how to work with the law of attraction, rather than understanding it. The key here is to believe you already have what you want. It has taken me nearly 10 years to fully understand the law of attraction. I learnt it the hard way. I used to attract the wrong kind of people, events, or circumstances frequently into my life. The main reason for my personal outcomes in these 10 years is that I placed the attention of my thoughts on things I did not want, rather than on things I did want. I was, in effect, instructing my autopilot, my subconscious mind, to continue to point my life in the direction of unhappy events. So for years, I continued to attract what I did not want. I was really quite good at it. This is what I learned. You cannot expect to receive what you desire if you focus your thoughts on the lack of it. I did not have the advantage of this book as you have, and this is my main motivation for writing it. So how do you know you are attracting what you want rather than attracting what you do not want? The answer is on how you feel. If you have thoughts on what you do not want or things that make you feel unhappy, you will attract these things regardless. Equally, if you live happily in anticipation, believing that you already have what you want, you will have it. By clearly focusing your thoughts on what you desire and imagining the emotions you feel already having what you want, you will emit the necessary vibrations to attract what you desire into your life. The "and" here is very important. You need both the thoughts and the associated emotions of already having what you want. Once you master how to harness the law of attraction to manifest whatever you want, you will never have harmful negative thoughts again. It is vital that you understand that the law of attraction is always working. I do not have to teach you how to start using the law of attraction. You are already using it. Right now, you are either using it to your advantage or disadvantage. It is one thing knowing this, and yet it is another thing understanding its consequences. The latter is what separates those that succeed and those that fail to manifest their desires using the law of attraction. You never fail to use the law of attraction because you are using it all the time, even now. Take gravity, for example. Gravity is a physical law that there is an attractive force attracting downward on you. It is always acting. There is always a force acting down on you. You do not even have to believe in the law of gravity for it to work. Your success involving gravity depends on your understanding of how the law of gravity actually works. If you build an aircraft that defies gravity, then it will fly. Equally, you can harness the power of a waterfall through turbines to generate electricity and thereby use gravity to your advantage. Here, there are no ifs or buts, there are just facts. The law of gravity is what it is. The law of gravity does not have a day off. It does not allow you to float off the edge of a cliff one day because it has decided not to be a law that day. It does not let you walk on water because you have been a good boy or girl. Nor does it stop working because it is unhealthy for you to fall off the edge of a cliff. The same is true of the law of attraction. It does not have a day off. Let us look briefly at the subject of wealth. Most people have habitual thoughts about money every day, whether they are about being wealthy or not being wealthy. The rich get richer because they continuously think positively towards financial success and money. They believe in themselves and their ability to convert their thoughts and ideas into gaining more wealth and prosperity. Because of their positive thinking, they are able to manifest successful outcomes to their thoughts. They are able to manifest successful outcomes to their thoughts. Also, they are able to improve themselves in their ability to attract more wealth on the basis of past results. The poor tend to think continuously about lack of money and possessions and will generally hang on to what little money they have. Due to negative conditioning of their minds, they are unable to process any fresh ideas into generating wealth and prosperity. The poor tend to hang on to what little possessions they have and thereby debilitate any opportunity to attract more money. Now here's the nub of it. The law of attraction is always working in both cases. It is the reason why most rich people stay rich and why most poor people stay poor. If you can see that the law of attraction is doing what it promises to do, like attracts like, then you are well on the way to understanding how the law works. Your subconscious mind resists change and has been working all through your life to maintain the same world you live in. Hence why, in general, the rich stay rich and the poor stay poor. It is due to their habitual thinking, the result of programming of the subconscious mind. The law of attraction is always working, even if you do not yet understand it. Yes, you really can have anything you want. This section is an important topic I learned from the book Creative Visualization, and is why so many people do not succeed in using the law of attraction to manifest what they want in their life. Life can be described in simple terms to consist of three aspects: being, doing, and having. Being is our fundamental experiences of being alive and conscious, and consists of our emotions, our perceptions, and our experiences. We are aware of these in the inner world of our mind. Doing is movement and activity we choose to complete, for better or worse, by choice or persuasion, in the outer physical world. Having is the state of being in relationships with other people, or the ownership and possession of physical and non-physical things in the outer world. All three of these aspects can exist simultaneously without conflict. The law of attraction has been known for many thousands of years. However, over recent centuries, our ability to understand and take advantage of the law of attraction has been lost in general society, except that it has always been known to a select few, hence why the term "the secret" became so popular quite recently. Why in popular terms has our ability to understand and use the law of attraction become lost to most of us? Most people today attempt to live their lives in a backwards manner. By this I mean that people believe they need to have something before they can do something, before they can be something. For example, how many people believe they must have $1 million before they can travel the world first class, before they can then be happy and feel satisfied? It is tempting to think like this. The media encourages us to do so. This is contrary to how the law of attraction actually works. Most people believe if they have more things or more money, then they can do more of what they want, and then they will be happier or feel more loved. This is incorrect. Firstly, how do you really know you will be happier or more satisfied with, say, $1 million? You don't. You only think you will. Now, granted, a very small number of you will actually lead a happy, fulfilling life if you are given $1 million. However, the vast majority of you will eventually be unhappy because you are not fulfilling the real need or desire in your life deep down inside you where it matters. Many of you will think you want to be a millionaire. However, what many of you really want is something else, such as the satisfaction of creating and running your own business that brings you fulfillment and the lifestyle of a millionaire. Needless to say, the law does not work this way. If you want a lot of money, but you go around all day sad and unhappy, feeling broke from a lack of money, then guess what? You do not need to be a scientist to work out that you are emitting negative vibrations of lack of money, which continue to support your current lack of money in life. To use the law of attraction to your advantage, you must first be in order to do, and then you will have. You have to see things this way around. In simple terms, the law of attraction is about attraction. You attract who you are first. You attract what you believe and then think about yourself. Remember this phrase then in this order. Be, do, have. And you will learn that you can be, do or have anything you desire. Here is what to do at this early stage. Believe you are the person who has what you desire here and now. Start to be the person you want to be today. You then emit the right vibrations to create your desire, and the universe will respond by bringing into your life people, events and circumstances to fulfill your wish. To be the person you want to be also requires desire, an intense, passionate desire. Why? Desire, or an intense emotion, powers those vibrations that the universe receives, which it must respond to in a powerful way. Having an intense desire means you really want what you want. Sounds obvious in a way, but is it? The reason is that your subconscious mind is very powerful and will resist any change in your life. So only if you have desire can you win the battle of wits you will have over your autopilot, your subconscious mind. If you do not have desire, your instructions to your autopilot to change the direction of your life will simply go unheard. If you do not decide to be who you want to be, then you live life in the past. You will never change into the person you want to be. If you decide you will not be who you want to be until you have things, then you will always be waiting to change into the person you want to be. How do you tell your autopilot what you want? Remember, this is the first step. Choose happiness daily. Think about it. Above all else, you want to be happy. Happiness is also the first step to becoming wealthy, if that is what you want. Yes, you might have more urgent priorities every now and again, which seem more important. Overwhelmingly, though, everybody wants to be happy. According to the law of attraction, to attract anything, you must first be happy. This informs your mind, your autopilot, that you want to be happy. And then your subconscious will emit happy vibrations out into the universe to attract more happiness in return. The good news is that you do not have to rely on others to do things for you or give you things. You can choose to be happy right now. Then the law of attraction will bring more happiness into your life. We will talk a lot more about manifesting specific things such as money in later sections of the book. Flow of the universe. Have you or someone you know ever been in a boat on a river? It seems to be common knowledge that a river flows in one direction. If a person tries to paddle his boat against the flow, termed paddling upstream, they tend to struggle. It can be quite difficult. The universe flows similarly. It grows, it expands, it moves in the direction of good. I am sure there are moments in your life where things were fun and easy, and other times difficult and painful. Alternatively, if you are experiencing stress, anxiety, difficulty, and pain, you are paddling upstream against the current. I believe that life should be easy and fun, joyful, pleasant. I am sure all of you at some point have experienced times in your life when a good day just seems to get better and better. Equally, the same may be said for days that go from bad to worse. If you are struggling in any way, you are moving against the current or flow that is best for you. You are fighting the universe. You are fighting yourself. If you are unhappy about something, ask yourself, what can I do to feel better? Put yourself in a position to go with the flow. To decide or desire to move against this flow is called resistance. Going with the flow means that you are not having to exert effort to get where you want to go. Simply keep clearly in mind where you would like to go. Patiently and harmoniously follow the flow of the river of life until it takes you there. The river of life sometimes takes a winding course towards your goal. It may even seem temporarily to be going in a different direction entirely. Yet in the long run, it is a more effortless and harmonious way to get there than through struggling and striving. Going with the flow means holding on to what you desire lightly and be willing to let go if something more appropriate and satisfying comes along. You may think you want this or that, but what you really want is something else. This occurs a lot in life, so do not be afraid of simply changing your mind. It is that balance between keeping your destination clearly in mind and yet enjoying all the beautiful scenes you encounter along the way, and even be willing to change your destination if life starts taking you in a different direction. In short, it means being firm, yet flexible. Sometimes our negative beliefs and negative programming developed at an early age gets in the way of successfully using the law of attraction. We in effect use the law of attraction to attract into our lives what we do not want. If you are unaware of the law of attraction, you are almost always using it subconsciously to attract what you do not want due to the major role society has in influencing our lives. We need to cover this in more detail over several chapters later in the book. We have at some point in our lives been resisting what is best for us. Your emotions, how you are feeling, are key indicators of resisting or allowing. Abraham Hicks talks a lot about this in the works of Esther and Jerry Hicks. If you are resisting, you feel bad or angry or disappointed, etc. You feel some kind of negative emotion. This resistance or negative feeling should be your major concern. It is extremely difficult for an unhappy person to become rich. How many people in the world resist being wealthy, resist abundance, resist prosperity? A lot. A surprisingly high number of people, in fact. If you think about money or success, and you feel a negative emotion about it, you are resisting money or success or great health or whatever. You associate something painful to it. You are blocking it. This applies to anything, wealth, health, relationships, and so on. We will use money as a key example. The reason you do not have enough money, or you do not earn enough money, or you have a ton of debt is simple. You resist it. You resist it subconsciously, with so many negative thoughts or doubts supporting lack or being in debt, or simply unworthiness. Doubt is another way of saying you do not believe you will receive what you desire, because you have been looking at your current circumstances and you have been looking at all the ways it could possibly arise. What this means is your subconscious mind is running old programs based on old beliefs, preventing you from believing that your desire will manifest. Alternatively, you may have constant thoughts about the lack of what you desire. If you constantly think of the lack of something, your negative thoughts and emotions will emit vibrations to continually create a world where you have a scarcity of what you desire. This is usually caused by some things that occurred in your past that your subconscious mind has been programmed to believe to be true. An example of this might be that your parents instilled in you the thought that money is the root of all evil, or money does not grow on trees. If you were to hear those phrases continuously and with enough emotion, your subconscious mind will believe it. It would then be no surprise that as your life progressed, you would struggle financially until you were able to clear that resistance. If your subconscious, for any reason, thinks it is wrong to have money, you will struggle until you can clear that belief. If you think having money will make you a terrible person, you will resist money. You are vibrating that money is unwanted. This goes for any desire, great health, a happy loving relationship, a business, and so on. The universe is just responding to your repeated requests. The beliefs around money or any desire, the resistance you have, must be changed. How? Change the belief, clear the resistance. We will look at this later and is one of the key topics of the whole book. This particular area is one I prefer to avoid altogether, except to agree with you on terminology for the remainder of the book. My hope is that every reader looks inside of themselves before looking outside of themselves. What I'm trying to say is, every person has a particular belief about how the universe, or the source, or infinite intelligence, or God, works. Mostly in spiritual terms. Because there are such varying beliefs, I thought it best to have the reader decide for his or herself. I have no desire whatsoever to alienate anyone's religious or spiritual beliefs. I believe that the universe, my word for the creator of all of this, loves us, supports us, and wants the best for us. There are natural laws of the universe. The most powerful, of course, is the law of attraction. I also believe that we have complete free will. We decide what kind of life we are going to have, and the universe completely supports that by using the law of attraction. So whatever makes you feel best, I say go with it. There is on earth something we can agree on, that there is a concept we can call prayer that seems to have an understanding among the mainstream religions, and even outside of them. There are even quotes in organized religions that would confirm the law of attraction, such as in the Bible, ask and it is given. We have introduced here a simple and only necessary definition of the law of attraction. Like attracts like. To change your life, change the way you think. Imagine thoughts of living the life you desire. Have happy thoughts and you attract happiness into your life. Or have unhappy thoughts and you attract unhappiness. This reinforces what we saw in Chapter 1, that happiness is your choice and your responsibility. I have skimmed the surface of a few important topics in this chapter that we need to cover in much more detail later in the book. You will realize just how much your subconscious mind is involved in your life, because it is constantly working in your best interests with the law of attraction through your habitual thoughts to resist change to your life. Hence why, in general, the rich stay rich and the poor stay poor. It is due to your habitual thinking, the result of programming of your subconscious mind. You must first be who you want to be before you can do or have what you desire. Having faith and belief are also necessary to fulfill a life you desire, using the law of attraction, as you will see in later chapters when we look at the manifestation process.